boys championship of the Northeast Nebraska Shootout from Wayne, America at the Rice Auditorium at Wayne State College. Kalen Devin, Lou Siefker here with you today. Where the Pierce Blue Jays at 7-1 take on the Wayne Blue Devils at 6-2 for a chance at some hardware before the new year. The final game of 2025, and it should be a fun one between the Jays and the Devils, both wearing blue. And it's going to be a fun, interesting matchup. You have two teams, a part of the Mid-State Conference, that are familiar with each other, and they're going to see themselves a little bit earlier in the season due to this championship.
Yeah, I think both teams, we mentioned before as the tip-off goes, that with the girls' game, both teams very similar. I think both these teams are as well. They play pretty deliberate offense. They'll work, find good shots, and then they play defense. They force you to work that basketball and spend some time on that offensive set.
Starters brought to you by Medica. With the Medica Health Plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. With the ball right now on the Pierce Blue Jays, Gavin Lubisher, Ryder Tyson, Brock Collison, Keaton Frazier, and Jax Bauer. The time winding down on the shot clock. Three-pointer from Lubisher's no good. And the offensive rebound by Bauer. Now, let's talk about Jax Bauer. I think he's deserved his flowers. A guy who really wasn't that big of a factor on the Blue Jays team last year. Now, he started to play well toward the end of the season. Yeah. But it was almost, you started watching him this season and said, where was he at last year? Where was this 15-point-per-game performance, these 8 rebounds? Where is Jax Bauer, and where has he come from?
Yeah, that's a great point. We saw flashes last year, but he has really become a complete player. And that's what that tells you, is he worked a lot on his game. I mean, he's matured probably physically, but worked on his game. And he's become a difference maker for this Pierce team. He's made them from, a pretty good team to a really good team.
A team that beat Omaha Concordia in the first round of this tournament. An Omaha Concordia team that has been to 5 straight state tournaments. They played at the state tournament, the Blue Jays and the Mustangs did 3 years ago. Ben Bramer, Abram Schulting on that Pierce team, if you remember. Concordia was in the championship against Ashland Greenwood last year, and this Pierce Blue Jay team took them down on Monday night.
I believe last year, the last 2 losses on the season, I believe was for Pierce were Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne ended their season a year ago.
Yeah, their last 2 losses, one's in the regular season and then in the sub-districts. So certainly Pierce would like to pay them back.
A little bit of a get-back game. Wayne wearing their black jerseys look very slick on the floor today. Your starters for the Blue Devils, one of them right there, Drew Reinhardt gets the bucket to fall. Along with him, it's Brody Munter, Jace Jorgensen, Theo Clausen, and Jackson Kneifel. Jackson Kneifel had 19 points in yesterday's win against Cedar Catholic, was a big factor in the victory. Turnaround, Bauer a little bit short. The rebound pulled down by Theo Clausen.
You mentioned the emergence of Jax Bauer has been a big deal with how much this team has improved, because Keaton Frazier was the go-to guy, and he still is a go-to guy.
It's a lot. It's really good to have multiple options as Munter misses the jumper. Here's Frazier, one of those multiple options for the Blue Jays, and a team that's so deep as well. First-year head coach Ryan Onutka has taken the job as Alex Tramer went home to O'Neill, do some teaching and coaching. Onutka comes from, originally from Columbus, went to SCOTUS, played basketball at Central Community College, then was a very successful softball coach at Hastings St. Cecilia. Has come to take a teaching job at Pierce and coaching the boys basketball team. And how well have they played under him?
Yeah, they've taken off. This is a really good basketball team right now.
Tied up at 2 in the first quarter. Bounce pass to Bauer on the low post, trying to work his way in. And he traveled. Got a little wild with it. Good defense by the Blue Devils. Well, not only is Jackson Kneifel been really good for this team, but Jace Jorgensen, he's kind of the leader up front, averaging nearly 13 and 6. Jorgensen's been a key part of this Blue Devil team, coached by Rob Sweetland, who is, again, a multi-coach. Starting to talk about Onutka coaching softball. Rob Sweetland is known for softball. Yeah. Multiple state titles at Wayne. He just coached his last game in the fall, and it retires as one of the winningest head coach in softball in Nebraska history.
Bauer with a strong block there, but picks up the foul.
Theo Clausen at the free throw line.
This is one of those games where I think, I guess maybe the best way to describe it is maybe a rock fight, one of those where, I mean, there's going to be a lot of physical basketball. Both teams
I'd
are going
say,
to try to get in the paint.
It's maybe like it's like a, clean rock fight. I don't know, like a technical rock, a strategic rock fight.
There you go.
It's not just like, not two cavemen throwing rocks, but two scientists throwing a rock at each other. Strategic.
Well, point being, it's going to be very physical.
That's exactly right. It's going to be physical. It's going to be defensive, I think, is one of the keys that we were talking about before this game got underway.
This might be first one to 40.
Two very good basketball minds in Sweetland and Onuka. The drive from Collison and tie up. Good defense by Kneifel.
Kneifel got his hand in there. Got the call that he wanted. He's very pleased with that. That was a good defensive play.
Talk about emerging players. Jackson Kneifel is one of those players for Wayne. How good he's been this season, and comes from an athletic family. His brother Brooks, baseball player at Nebraska, transferred to Wayne State. He's from right here in town, of course. And Scott Kneifel, the head coach of the Wayne State volleyball team, one of the best volleyball teams in the nation in Division II.
Yeah, they have been the Wayne State volleyball program. The only problem is that they play in the most difficult area in the world.
It's exactly right.
D2 basketball.
It feels like it's almost like the Big Ten on steroids in terms of how good they are in Class D2. Tough turnaround jumper, and Tyson is fouled.
All right, Tyson, another fellow I think that as a senior now has stepped up his game a little bit.
2-2 ball game, and that free throw by Tyson is good. Again, it's a deep team. You're going to see guys like Kendall Shada, Dayton Watts, Tyler Schultz, Ethan Nordby get in the game. You can get run. If you run 8 or 9 guys deep on any team, that's pretty good shape.
The Pierce team we've seen the last few years have 1 or 2 guys that you can really count on to score, and not much else. I mean, be honest about it. But this has changed. I mean, you've got several guys that you could go to when you need a bucket.
And just how often these guys have played together, right? It's a class of a lot of seniors who last year Pierce only lost Peyton Cedarberg from their graduating class. They brought back Gavin Lubisher, Shada, Collison, Frazier, Tyson, Nordby, among others, and that's exactly what we've been talking about. They have the experience.
You see a team like Pierce a year ago that had a losing record, but you take your lumps and you learn from it. You get better from it, and I think that's exactly what's happened here for Pierce.
Halfway through first quarter, brought to you by our friends at Yankton Medical Clinic. They're building a legacy one patient at a time, one generation at a time, from family practice to expert specialists. They're here for you today and every day. Tyson rips the ball away from Munter.
Wow. Now that was a block. That was an incredible block.
What a play defensively by Ryder Tyson. Bauer. Down low to Tyson. Trying to go under. Sees a lane and takes it. And Tyson, after knocking down the last 2 free throws, has 4 straight points. And the Pierce lead is 6-2.
Chase Nelson of Wayne tried to draw the charge. Did not get the call, and that allowed an easy bucket for Pierce.
Reinhardt finds Munter. Collison playing right at the top defensively. Inside, lost the ball. Pierce has got it. Those rotations on defense doing a nice job giving Wayne some trouble. Jump stop inside. Kick to Lubisher. Spins around. Gavin Lubisher. Oh, traveled. Would have been an insane bucket. Shot gets taken away from Gavin.
It looked like a nice move. The officials felt he took an extra step. So he wiped that bucket off. That's unfortunate if you're a Pierce fan.
So for Wayne, you're looking at your offense a little bit more involved. 2 points in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter. Kneifel comes around to screen, taking control of the offense.
So we got to move and screen in this offense.
Good try. Was there an inadvertent whistle? There was. Not inadvertent, but a whistle before that. So foul called going against Pierce. That's on Dayton Watts. Kneifel in the corner. Jorgensen spins. That's a tough shot. He can't get it to go.
Nice move, but a tough shot. That defense, it's physical, and it's tough to get a shot off cleanly in the paint against either of these defenses.
Ball gets away from Nordby off the pass from Watts. And the Blue Devils take possession.
Well, for Pierce at this point, the biggest problem is turning the ball over. That's 4 turnovers already here. Still 123 and counting in the first quarter.
Kneifel hands it off. Now Jorgensen sees the lane and takes it a little too strong off the glass. He's trying to get that soft kiss off the top of the backboard, but hasn't been able to fall yet.
Strong drives, yet has not found the shot.
And close as Shada dishes it off. Back to Shada. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Frazier inside to Nordby. One dribble. Lost the ball. Picked up by Watts. Tyson drives. Offensive foul. Kneifel goes flying and a foul called against Tyson.
Kneifel gets good position. Both teams trying to drive the basketball into the paint. And if you can get position, draw that contact, you can get that foul called.
Blue Devils basketball, 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. Again, just one field goal the entire quarter for Wayne.
And they're only down 4.
The strategic rock fight. Here's the drive from Jorgensen. Gets his own rebound and then lost it. Another third nice drive from Jace Jorgensen, but he is 0 for 3 on those shots.
Yeah, you just got to be physical with him and try to make him have a difficult shot. He's been able to penetrate, but hasn't been able to finish the play.
Hasn't yet drawn a shooting foul either. The call is Kobe from Onutka. 7 seconds to go. First quarter. Jumper from Collison. Bricks it. Rebound. Back up. Nordby heading to the free throw line with 1.1 to go in the first quarter. These free throws brought to you by Nebraska Indian Community College. Locations in Santee, Macy, and South Sioux City offering $1 per credit hour. The free throw good from Ethan Nordby.
Well, the Blue Jays are owning the glass here in this first quarter against the Blue Devils. That was the 4th offensive rebound in the first quarter for Pierce.
Second free throw is no good. Kneifel can't get the shot off in time. Gosh, he almost made it too before that shot went off. But after one quarter, Pierce Blue Jays with the lead over the Wayne Blue Devils in a tight one. It's 7-2. You're watching News Channel Nebraska in the Northeast Nebraska Shootout. Break.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Hanson Brothers Parts and Service in Laurel. Service and expertise in truck, auto, agriculture equipment repair and providing a large selection of parts. Also by Logan Creek Vintage and Thrift in downtown Laurel.
20 kids, 1 SUV, and 1 mission. Snacks. Speedy Mart is where the snack squad rolls deep. Whether it's before the first pitch or after the final out, we've got drinks, treats, and all the fuel to keep your team going strong. Speedy Mart convenience stores. Quick, convenient, and always ready when the team rolls in. Speedy Mart. Snack strong, play strong.
First quarter done, and the Pierce Blue Jays with the lead over the Wayne Blue Devils, 7-2. It's Kayla Devin and Lucy for joining you today, courtside in Wayne, America. Beautiful stadium, Rice Auditorium, the home of multiple banners from the women's basketball, women's volleyball team here in Wayne, but also men's and women's basketball. Rice Auditorium, a great home for a prestigious college athletic program in Wayne State.
That's Coach Kaminsky, the men's coach a moment ago.
And you've got Scott Kneifel watching with Brooks in the stands.
Yeah.
Son Jackson on the floor.
Family thing there, yeah.
His team trailing by 5 right now. Early in the Northeast Nebraska Shootout Championship. Drive by Collison. Gets it to go. Through some contact. Floats it in.
I think both teams, this is going to be a physical game, and the officials are not going to give easy, ticky-tack fouls. You got to earn those fouls. Going to have some contact. You just got to play through it.
Kneifel finds Jorgensen. And 7-point lead for the Blue Jays. Kick to Jorgensen, drives, jump, stop, floats it in. There's Jace Jorgensen, and that's a shot you want from the 6'2 senior.
Hey, you tell Jorgensen to keep taking those, keep taking them off the dribble, get in that lane, and find those high percentage shots. He's missed a few, but that's his game. He's such a great athlete.
Frazier lost it and travels. Gives it back to Wayne. So the Blue Devils last year was 21-6. Lou, that was the 6th straight year that Wayne has had 18-plus wins in a season. Yeah, it has been a heck of a run for Rob Sweetland and the Blue Devils.
He's a great coach. It's been a really good program.
Fell just short of the state tournament. They won their sub-district, beating Pierce and Boys Town, but lost to Sydney in that district final.
Yeah, that Sydney team, they always find a way to get to state, it seems.
And that game against Concordia in the first round was crazy of that state tournament. That was a great game. 9-4, Pierce leading. Jump stop, and Collison lost it. Nordby picks it up and gets it to go off the glass. Ethan Nordby cleaning up the mess.
Nordby, a strong guy. That was nearly the 6th turnover for Pierce, and instead, with Nordby's ability to grab that basketball, turned into a 2-pointer for the Blue Jays.
I think another thing to remember for Wayne is that they are Class B this year.
Yeah,
this is normally a C1 team.
That's going to be tough, I think, for Wayne in Class B.
There's a tough shot. Talk about tough. Theo Clausen says I can be tough too. Puts it up, and a chance at the free throw line. Class B for Wayne. They are 4th in power points. They're tied with Norris is first. Roncalli is at 2nd. Platteview at 3rd, and then tied with Gross Catholic for 4th in power points in Class B.
Yeah, I mean, continue to get better and see what happens. I mean, it's tough going up a class, but this Wayne team's got some athletes.
I think the only thing for Wayne is that as of right now on that schedule, just 3 Class B teams on the schedule. So if you're Wayne, you'd like to play a little bit more, but you're going to have a difficult schedule against some of the best C1 and C2 teams in the state.
Right.
There's not a whole lot of Class B opponents to play around here in Northeast Nebraska. Down low, Collison gets his hand in. Ball's on the floor. Clausen's trying to sit on it, gets rid of it, and now Tyson's got it. No whistle in any of that. Floats it to Nordby. Nordby has it taken away by Jorgensen, and he's batted in the head by Gavin Lubisher. So Wayne gets it right back.
That's a tough pass, and then you got a guy like Jorgensen, you just can't throw it over. He's going to go get that. He's such a good leaper. And Pierce, kind of their own worst enemy right now at times, but that's already 6 turnovers. Clean that up, you figure you'd have even a bigger lead.
Drive and kicked out, taken away by Frazier.
Conversely with Wayne, that's their 5th turnover.
So Pierce playing without Jax Bauer on the inside. He's sitting next to us. He's got a hand wrap around his hand. Wonder if this is something that might limit him throughout the rest of the game. 3-pointer is short by Frazier. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Pierce.
Kneifel got the rebound and then promptly threw it away. So another turnover. That's number 6 as well on the Blue Devils. So both teams struggling at times with ball security.
Pierce 11, Wayne 6, 4:24 to go. First half. Drive by Collison. Looks for the pass out, looking for Lubasher, and instead a timeout called by Coach Ryan Anutka. 4:17 to go in the first half of the Northeast Nebraska Shootout Boys Division Championship on the line. You're watching NCN. Break.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Nebraska Indian Community College with locations in Santee, Macy, and South Sioux City, offering $1 per credit hour. And by Nielsen's Coffee and Fresh Eats, fresh baked items, and Friday is Pie Day.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in-store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
.417 to go in the Northeast Nebraska Shootout Championship here in the boys division. Pierce with the basketball going right to Jax Bauer. Got a wrap on his hand. It does not matter. Bauer to the rim.
Think he's a difference maker? Right away. You got a wrap on his hand. Get the ball, get him the basketball, let him go to work.
Low scoring battle in this technical, strategic rock fight, as we've been calling it today. We knew it was going to be defensive. As Kneifel goes up and draws the foul, Jackson Kneifel with a chance at the stripe.
A good spin move there by Kneifel. Get to the free throw line.
Free throws brought to you by Nebraska Indian Community College. We've got locations in Santee, Macy, and South Sioux City offering $1 per credit hour.
Calling it a strategic rock fight. Maybe it's kind of like chess with body blows.
I'd like to see that. Checkmate and just take a shoulder punch, throat jab, something like that. Timeout on the floor called by Rob Sweetland and the Blue Devils. It's 13-8, Pierce over Wayne, 3:52 to go in the first half. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. Break.
NCN Sports is brought to you by AgriVision Equipment Group, leading agriculture in rural America. Look forward, adapt often, lead always. And by Security Bank with locations in Laurel, Hardington, Coleridge, Osmond, and Allen.
Welcome to Pierce Dental Office, where your smile is their priority. From routine cleanings to advanced cosmetic treatments and Invisalign, they are here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. Dr. Todd Rogge and the caring team provide expert dental care in a relaxed and comfortable environment and make every visit easy and stress-free. Call Pierce Dental Office in Pierce for your next dental appointment. Pierce Dental Office, proud supporter of the Pierce Blue Jays.
A look at the Wayne Huddle. Head coach Rob Sweetland coaching this team for 12 years now. He's done a great job with this program. Talking about how they can find a little bit more offense, trailing by 5 points, 13-8 with 3:52 to go in the first half.
Yeah, they're going to have to, we've seen them several times, especially with Jorgensen, try to dribble drive into the paint. I mean, do you have something where you can kick it back out? Do you have spot-up shooters that can knock down threes?
Press defense from Wayne out of the timeout and then backing off as Collison takes it across the timeline. Stay tuned for our halftime show brought to you by Kinship Point in Wayne. Open three is Tyson. That's long off the glass. Halftime show thanks to Kinship Point and our friends at Security Bank. To the low post. Putting the shoulder in. Clausen doesn't get it off the back of the rim. Another good idea by the Blue Devils. They have the looks, they're just not converting.
That was a really good job by Bauer also not to pick up a foul.
Clausen, or rather this is Collison, pulls up from the baseline, no good. Rebound picked up by Kneifel, slowing things down. Gets around a screen, takes it to the rim, and no good. Execution is just not there for the Blue Devils. But how about the drive from Frazier? He answers back coast to coast bucket.
It's got to be good for Frazier at this point. I mean, he was kind of the guy that they leaned on a lot last year. He doesn't have to be the solo scorer.
Drive, spin. Jace Jorgensen answers back.
So Jorgensen can get those shots to fall. Pierce is going to have to help. It's a difficult one-on-one matchup. He's so athletic, quick. Those quick spin moves in the lane. He gets up so high. Very difficult to defend that.
15-10 is the lead. Tyson drives, kicks. Collison down low. And a foul.
Bump in the post there for Chase Nelson. I mean, that's a mismatch in the post. Chase listed at 5'8". That's probably about right. That's difficult when you're got a much bigger dude down in the post. You kind of have to foul him.
They're trying to make something happen down there. It can be tough with that mismatch. Under 2 to go. Collison with a quick trigger three. It's no good. Collison had that shot nearly released before his body even turned toward the rim. Munter to Jorgensen. Quickly. Jorgensen drives, kicks, finds Kneifel. He wants a three. It's off. And out of bounds, off of Pierce. Blue Devils and Blue Jays, nobody's hit a three yet today.
Yeah. That's terrific inside position by Collison, but did not snare the rebound. That keeps the ball with Wayne.
Kneifel drives and fouled on the floor.
You mentioned the outside shooting, the perimeter shooting. That might decide this game. Which team can find somebody to step up, knock down some perimeter shots. Might also determine how far both of these teams go this year.
Kneifel inside, one dribble. Jorgensen waits for Frazier to get over him, and Jorgensen gets the shot to fall.
Really smart move, good head fake by Jorgensen.
3-point game now, Pierce with the lead. Collison to Watts. Watts to Shada. Shada takes the baseline long on the floater, and Jorgensen's got it and fouled from behind. The 5th foul against Pierce puts Chase Jorgensen at the charity stripe, and a big chance for some free points for the Blue Devils.
Chase Jorgensen's the kind of guy, if I put a $5 bill on top of the backboard, he could make change. He gets up there really high.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good analogy. I've never heard that before. I don't want to give you credit like you made it up because you probably didn't.
I probably stole it from somebody.
How much change would you make if you're Chase Jorgensen?
Well, I think if I was Jace, I'd just take the $5 bill
and run away.
Yeah,
You can't jump that high.
I couldn't catch him. So
1-point game. Blue Jays still leading. Collison nearly stumbles backward, keeps his footing, and hands it off to Frazier, who pulls up for a deep 2-point jumper. Rebound goes to Wayne. Kneifel can hold and slow things down for the last shot. Pierce 15, Wayne 14. First half coming to an end. Northeast Nebraska Shootout. Tournament championship. Wayne has won the last 2 of these tournaments. Jorgensen. Munter. Kicks to Jorgensen. He can float it for the lead. Got it. Chase Jorgensen gets the release off in time. And the floater puts Wayne on top, trailing most of the first half. And they take a 16-15 lead thanks to 10 points by Chase Jorgensen, which sends us into the locker room. Stay tuned for halftime stats, analysis, and more. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. break.
NCM Sports is brought to you by Tom's Service in Pierce. Get fueled up for the Blue Jays at Tom's on Main Street. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCM Sports.
Hey, it's me, one of those students on the waiting list for a Teammates mentor. I've heard Teammates is so fun and awesome. You get to talk, laugh, play games, and hang out with a positive, caring adult once a week at school. Teammates helps students believe in themselves, and 97% of mentees are proud to be a part of it. I'd love to be one of those mentees, but we need more mentors. So if you got an hour a week to be someone a student like me can count on, go to teammates.org today. Join the team. Be a mentor.
If you've been dealing with persistent heartburn, trouble swallowing, or ongoing nausea, an EGD can help identify the cause. At Faith Regional General Surgery, our team uses advanced technology to closely examine your esophagus, stomach, and small intestine. This procedure is designed with comfort and safety in mind to allow our surgeons to pinpoint the reason for your symptoms, whether it's inflammation, reflux, ulcers, or another condition, and create a personalized treatment plan to help you feel your best. Take the first step toward answers and better digestive health with Faith Regional Health Services General Surgery.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The yellow jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people. Now we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The AGI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Dylan Price, Scott Pullman, or Brandon Ruki. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com.
Tight contest in the first half of basketball of the Northeast Nebraska Shootout. Wayne has taken the lead over Pierce 16-15. We'll talk a little bit more about the game here in just a moment. Let's take a look at our upcoming broadcasts on News Channel Nebraska. So happy New Year's Eve to all of you, by the way. Last broadcast of 2025, but we'll have a game on Friday, Grand Island taking on Kearney, which should be a fun one at 5:50. That's on Friday night. And then next Thursday, Lutheran High Northeast and Summerland in a classic Northeast Nebraska battle. That's Thursday evening. I believe you and I will be there for that one.
Yes, we will.
Should be fun to see. I'm curious to see. We've seen Lutheran High once, their boys and girls. I haven't seen Summerland yet this year. A team that obviously coached by Kotzer, who's done a great job in that program, but they've lost so many players from last year, and just trying to see how they rebuild.
They lost like their top 7, I believe. They were seniors. That was
right.
Quite the class. Took them to great places, but certainly a new day in Summerland. You're right. I'm excited to see what they can do. And Lutheran High Northeast, I think, is a team to watch in Class D1.
Well, this one has been a fun one to watch, too. Wayne 16, Pierce 15. It's been a good battle between these two teams. Jace Jorgensen has been the story. Had a really nice second quarter, 10 points in the first half, as he has led all scorers in that. Had a nice floater at the horn to give the Blue Devils a 1-point lead.
Well, he's been so adept at getting the ball inside. Missed about 2 or 3 there early, but has really taken over this game, quite frankly, for his ball club. You know, I think when you're looking at a team like Wayne, and you got a guy like Jace Jorgensen, you'd love to have somebody around him that can either create or certainly can step out and knock down a 3. It's been kind of the Jace Jorgensen show. I think if you're if you're Pierce, you're going to think about trying to take Jorgensen's out of the equation, maybe double team him, and force somebody else to step up and beat you.
I was just going to say, force someone else to make those plays. Jace Jorgensen, 10 points, while for Pierce, Ryder Tyson and Jax Bauer leading the way each with 4 points. Our halftime show is brought to you by Kinship Point of Wayne, independent living, assisted living, and respite care in Wayne, Nebraska. Also, thanks to our broadcast to Security Bank. Locations in Laurel, Hardington, Coleridge, Osmond, and Allen. Security Bank is my kind of bank. 16-15, Wayne with the lead over Pierce. Getting ready for our third quarter in the Northeast Nebraska Shootout. Coming up next on News Channel Nebraska. Time for our break.
Welcome to Pierce Dental Office, where your smile is their priority. From routine cleanings to advanced cosmetic treatments and Invisalign, they are here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. Dr. Todd Rogge and the caring team provide expert dental care in a relaxed and comfortable environment and make every visit easy and stress-free. Call Pierce Dental Office in Pierce for your next dental appointment. Pierce Dental Office, proud supporter of the Pierce Blue Jays.
It all starts at Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill, a side-by-side built to work with you on the farm or the ranch. A trusted partner when you're out hunting. And the adventurous speed to feel the thrill when it's time to play. Work hard, ride hard, play hard. Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill, powering your passion every.
Behind every switch you flip, innovation is at work. NPPD is using advanced technology to generate and deliver the reliable energy you've come to expect. Like AI-driven platforms to optimize energy generation, drones for infrastructure inspection, advanced metering for faster outage detection, and helping advance carbon capture and sequestration technologies. It's not just electricity we are delivering, it's innovation. Powering the state, empowering your life. Nebraska Public Power District.
In our community, we work hard and stay on the move. But when foot or ankle pain stops you in your tracks, it's time for expert care you can count on. At Faith Regional Foot and Ankle, our team includes 4 dedicated providers who provide care for all ages. Because healthy feet and ankles are essential at every stage of life. From everyday issues like bunions or heel pain to the most complex conditions, including total ankle replacements and Charcot-neuroarthropathy, we provide advanced treatments and compassionate care. Our experts are here to help you heal, regain strength, and get back to doing what you love, one confident step at a time. Don't tiptoe around foot health. Step forward with Faith Regional Foot and Ankle.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. And by Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk. Living better.
Well, it's been a pretty quick first half of basketball where right now Wayne leads Pierce 16-15 after 1.5. The Northeast Nebraska Shootout. We thank you so much for joining us here today on News Channel Nebraska. My name is Kalen Devin, joined by Lou Siefker. A lot of great teams in this tournament. You saw West Central from South Dakota winning the girls bracket over Pender. Saw those two teams. We saw Laurel Concord Coleridge, Omaha Concordia, Cedar Catholic, South Sioux City. A A lot of teams in this tournament, of course, Wayne as well, and Pierce. A turnover gives the ball back to Pierce on the first Blue Devil possession. It's been a tough day holding onto the basketball for each side, a tough day for offenses. Gavin Lubisher can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound for Frazier, and he's just so good at creating space under the rim.
That's where he's at his best. Playing in the low post, getting offensive rebounds and making those sort of plays.
What's so fun to watch about Keaton Frazier over the years is you saw how good he was at that when he was a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Right, he was smaller, he's making these plays, he's spinning. A foul on the three-pointer, first of all. Just going to say that Frazier's really grown into that role. And Brody Munter draws a foul on the three-pointer.
Well, you can see that I think Wayne thinking that they need to make some perimeter shots. Took a three a moment ago, and now another one.
Three-point foul is something you don't see often. Brody Munter knocks down the first one. Second one no good. We're tied.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Kinship Point of...
A little different than the girls' game, but another game that feels like a who has the ball last might win the ball game.
Munter knocks down 2 of 3 from the line to give Wayne the lead back, 18-17. Lubisher to Collison. Brock Collison floats it off the glass and down.
I think if you're Pierce, you'd love to have Collison's offense here in the second half. Get him in a bit of a rhythm.
Pierce has played in a couple tight games in this tournament. They beat Omaha Concordia by 4 on Monday and then beat a feisty Pender team by 3 yesterday. I'm talking about tight games and close scoring games. Wayne knows everything about close games. 6-2 in 7 of those 8 games for Wayne have been single digits. Three-pointers no good off the back of the rim. And Wayne has won all 6 of their games by single digits.
And for Pierce, their last 3 wins were by 3, 4, and 3. So they also have played in some tight ones.
Find a way to win these close games. A lot of that can show how good of a team you are, especially in the late stages. Step back, Collison a 3. It's no good. Rattles off.
Both teams have taken threes here, and I think, you feel like if something falls from three-point land, or even from the perimeter, that would just be a boost for either offense.
Right. Who can be the first team to hit a 3? Will it be Kneifel?
Yep.
Yes, it will! Jackson Kneifel buries a triple, the first one of the day for either side to give Wayne the lead.
Excellent footwork coming off the screen there by Kneifel to square up and knock it home.
Kneifel was big in yesterday's win over Cedar Catholic, dropping 19 points. He's got 5 today. Three-pointer to answer off the glass and long from Lubisher. Ryan Anutka not loving that shot as Wayne comes back the other end. A big bump from Frazier, finding Munter for 3. No. Lubisher with the rebound.
No question, both teams are trying to find that perimeter.
Collison off the screen. Finding Lubisher. Lubisher gets a screen, takes that shot, left it short. Nordby, nice rebound, feeds it back to Lubisher. Now Tyson off a low pass. And a foul on the low post. Call that on Jace Jorgensen.
You gotta love that effort there by Ethan Norby. Track that one down. Hustle plays make so much difference in games, well, any game, and certainly games that are tight like this, but those extra possessions, so important. We'll see if Pierce can score off their second chance.
Frazier drives, sees the lane, and gets it in.
Yeah, when he's got the ball in the paint and that close to the rim, it's usually lights out for Keaton Frazier.
6 points for Keaton Frazier. Tough shot. Kneifel, what an answer.
What a drive. Kneifel with a hoop.
Wayne back up by 2, 23-21. 2 quick shots. Back to back. Good pass to Tyson. Can't squeeze it down. Nice rebound by Clausen. Now, normally, before the shot clock, both of these teams were teams that like to take the air out of the basketball.
Yeah.
So you expect that low-scoring game either way. Kneifel, I think, stepped out of bounds. Just a unforced turnover back to Pierce.
It was the first half, 16 to 15, not many points. And the game was kind of like we thought, a slower pace, kind of a more physical inside sort of game. Now it's opening up a bit. And really both teams looking to open it up.
I still think for both the Blue Jays and Blue Devils, you'll pick your spots, take your shots. Schulting's pass is picked off and taken by Nelson. Nelson finding Miller and then slowing it down. Kneifel left open. No good. Here comes Frazier. Lubisher makes a move. Batted Chase Nelson in the face. Those guys kind of collided with each other.
I think they hit faces.
Oh, yeah. And
both the guys are, Nelson might walking over toward in our direction. I don't know if he got a bloody nose. I think he might have a bloody nose.
And Lubisher holding his head. So these guys both are going to have to take a seat. Big collision.
Yeah, both guys will be okay, but going to come out and shake the cobwebs a little bit after that one.
Especially whenever you collide in the head, too. You want to be careful that there's going to be a slight concussion protocol probably on the sideline just to make sure you're all there. Okay. Baseline drive. Finding Schulting. Brody Schulting. 3 minutes. 4 on the shot clock. Step back. It's good. From 3. Brock Collison, a step-back triple.
Just what the doctor ordered for the Pierce Blue Jays. Collison is getting in rhythm.
First three-pointer from Pierce today as they take a 1-point lead, 24-23. Low post. Hook shot. Whoa, how about that from Drew Reinhardt?
Reinhardt, that's a pretty shot there. Kind of a jump hook there in the lane. All of a sudden, we got an offensive game here.
Pierce playing without Jack Bauer for most of the third quarter. Schulting takes the lane. Good baseline drive. And Brody Schulting, the freshman, adds a bucket and gives the Blue Jays the lead. We're going back and forth.
Looked a little like Abram there, didn't it?
Looks like Abram, just by looks and by how he plays. Collison got up to throw it down. He gets called with a foul instead.
Well, it's a hard foul. It's a clean foul, but a hard foul. You don't want that shot getting off and getting a three-point play opportunity.
Minute 40 to go in the third. Kneifel a chance at the free throw, first one to tie it. Good. Eight points for Kneifel today. Dayton Watts takes a seat. And this free throw is no good. Even at 26. A minute and a half to go. Frazier lost control a little bit, stumbling down to the basket and lost it. Here comes Wayne. Kneifel to Jorgensen. Good ball movement. Jorgensen trying to cut inside, and he's bumped hard. Get the foul called against Ethan Nordby. 1:13 to go in the third. 26 all with 1:13. Blue Devil basketball. It's Reinhardt to pass it in. Ball tipped away and taken by Collison. 5 seconds was running out. Reinhardt had to make the pass, but Collison got the pass blocked. Shada off a screen. 10 on the shot clock. Collison drives, stops, and is fouled from Reinhardt. Little shove at the end.
Book number 23 is going at it there.
That's for sure.
Yeah, cooler heads are prevailing. No harm, no foul there. Just talking to him about it. But Collison with a nice jump stop in the lane there, and then the head fake got the defense in the air.
Free throw no good by Collison. Yeah, and you had Reinhardt who was right on him. Drew the foul, and then it's a slight little shove afterward. Nothing too crazy. Second free throw good.
Pretty sure I shoved you harder earlier in the game.
That's right. Shove me all the time. The car on the way up. On our way down to the booth. 32 seconds to go in the third. Pierce leads by 1, 27-26. Kneifel trying to work around Nordby. Good pass to the corner for an open Munter. That's short. Nordby with the rebound, and the Blue Jays can hold for the last shot.
One, you got plenty of time now to run a play. Trying to score here right at the end of the quarter, rather.
Got the lead. What will Collison do? Hit a huge step back earlier. The jump stop from the post. Draws the foul from behind. With 3.2 to go, Drew Miller is the foul. As Collison going back to the free throw line.
Collison's kind of taking this game over, I think, a little bit for Pierce. He's been the go-to guy in this quarter.
Nine points for Collison. 28-26, Pierce up by 2. And short on this free throw. Kneifel with the heave. It is just off to the left. Another good attempt by Jackson Kneifel on the throw. We head to the fourth quarter in a tight contest. The Northeast Nebraska Shootout Championship. It's Pierce on top of Wayne, 28-26. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Kinship Point of Wayne, independent living, assisted living, and respite care in Wayne, Nebraska. And by The Carpet Shop in Norfolk, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years.
From saving money to spending on the go, depositing a check while dinner's on the stove, or managing the farm right from the field. Life's busy enough. That's why Elkhorn Valley Bank makes banking easy. With digital banking and teller on demand, quick access for everyday banking with real tellers when you need them. We make it simple to handle life's moments, big and small. It's banking that works the way you do, because your time matters. Elkhorn Valley Bank. There is a difference.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Lower Elkhorn NRD. Learn more at lenrd.org or by visiting our office in Norfolk. And by J.E. Murette Grain in Pierce, proudly supports the Pierce Blue Jays.
Blue Jays with the basketball, holding a 2-point lead over the Blue Devils, 28-26. Turnaround, Lubisher exited the game after being bonked in the head, and he makes a tough shot to extend the Blue Jay lead to 4.
Even though the offense has picked up in that third quarter, neither team wants to fall behind too many points here, just because points are at a premium.
Kneifel, a deep three, in and out, offensive rebound, Jorgensen. He's trying to work on Frazier, and Jorgensen wins this battle.
Jorgensen's first points since halftime, at 10 at half. That's 12 now off that offensive board.
Yeah, quiet third quarter. A stumble and travel. $7:14 to go in the game. Blue Devil ball, trailing by 2. I love the checkered pattern
Yeah.
On the Blue Devil jerseys.
Like Kentucky.
Jorgensen, 15 seconds on the clock. Jorgensen steps inside, doesn't get that roll, and there's Frazier with a nice rebound. Keaton Frazier, 6 points today, and a timeout called by Ryan Onutka and the Blue Jays. 6:43 to go in the game for a chance to win the Northeast Nebraska Shootout Championship. Pierce 30, Wayne 28. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. Break.
Whether you're rolling up in a semi, pulling a horse trailer, heading to the lake with your boat, or just cruising in a car or motorcycle, Speedy Mart is your stop. Fuel up fast, grab your favorite snacks, stretch out with plenty of parking, and step inside for a roomy store and friendly faces. And hey, teams love it before and after the game. Speedy Mart convenience stores, fueled for every road.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Hanson Brothers Parts and Service in Laurel. Service and expertise in truck, auto, agriculture equipment repair and providing a large selection of parts. Also by Logan Creek Vintage and Thrift in downtown Laurel.
Out of the timeout called by Coach Onutka and the Pierce Blue Jays holding a 30-28 lead over Wayne. My name is Kalen Debin, joined by Lou Siefker here with you today. Stick around for our player of the game interview, our post-game interview as well, thanks to Custom Sports and Elkhorn Valley Bank, as well as Heritage at Fountain Point. Feeding it inside. That's a good pass to Frazier. Ball gets knocked away.
Frazier got kind of bailed out a little bit there with the foul call. You'd like to see him catch that and then just go up and score it. Brought it down to the floor, which allowed the defense to go after the basketball. He's fortunate that he has a chance from the free throw line.
6 points for Frazier. Free throw's good. Again, we talked about him a little bit earlier. How he's been working the post since his freshman year.
Yeah.
And now he's got the size to do it. And he's just much stronger. He's faster. He's a tough kid. Second free throw missed. There's a tough rebound from Nordby. Head fake from Frazier, and he dishes the pass away.
Time rebound by Nordby. Again, keep possession. Those extra chance opportunities pay dividends.
Tyson, corner, Lubisher. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound collected by Drew Reinhardt. 31-28, Pierce with the lead. 2 minutes nearly gone in our final quarter of this tournament. Reinhardt has a look on the left side of the rim and puts it in.
Love the drive and dish there by Jorgensen. He's been taking that in there and taking those shots. That time he found an open teammate for a layup.
Collison gets a screen from Frazier. Wanted to roll back his direction. Instead, going along the perimeter to Tyson. Ten on the shot clock. Lubisher, quick speed to the rim and blocked off the glass. Rebound back up, and there's Jorgensen.
An effort by Tyson.
Lubisher had a good look at the rim, too. 25 on the shot clock here. Step through. Kneifel can't finish. One of the foul, doesn't get it. Collison to Tyson. Tyson looking to run. He floats it in, and it just rolls off. And Frazier gets swarmed underneath the basket.
Well, Keaton Frazier, 3 Wayne players, and he's the one that comes up with the rebound and another chance from the free throw line. Almost looked like the Wayne players all mistimed their jump. They all kind of went up, and then somehow Frazier ends up with a basketball.
So, if you were a kid, Lou, do you ever remember playing on like a mini hoop or like a small hoop, a lowered hoop, maybe 7 foot, 8 foot?
Yeah, I still do.
I still do.
Yeah, I do remember.
Well, Keaton Frazier would be a guy that you don't want to play on in that mini hoop that's 7 or 8 feet because he's going to sky over you and just smash the ball in your face every time.
Like my grandma used to.
33-30, Pierce with the lead. Kneifel tried to get rid of it. Jorgensen with the extra pass. Another dump off to Reinhardt, who gets the bucket, and a foul, rather, Theo Clausen.
My goodness.
So Clausen with a free throw to tie this game with 4:42 to go.
Love Jorgensen's passing, and Reinhardt has been he's been the beneficiary, but he's made him count.
Can't tie the game with a free throw. We've talked about the scoring from Jorgensen. He had that big second quarter, 10 points. But he's been really passing the ball well, and that's kind of where he's been the most effective in the game since. Nordby high pass. Lubischer after it a little bit slowly. I think there was a miscommunication on where that was going. 8 on the shot clock. Collison. He might take this one. Collison dishes off to Frazier. And a carry. Turnover on Frazier. Pierce gives the ball back to Wayne in a one-point contest, 4:08 to go.
And both teams have taken care of the basketball much better in the second half. That was only the third second half turnover for Pierce, but a big one as we're narrowing down here almost to 4 minutes to go in this ballgame.
Northeast Nebraska Shootout Championship on the line in the boys' side of this tournament. Kneifel looking for a screen. Sees it, takes the lane, and lost the ball. Here comes Frazier, 2-on-1, makes the pass to Tyson, and he converts.
A great job that time, running the floor, keep Frazier with the rebound, get out and run the floor, and an excellent pass there for that lay-in.
3-point game. Both of these teams know exactly what happens in tight games. They've played in them all year long. Kneifel. And a timeout called by Rob Sweetland. 3:11 to go in the Northeast Nebraska Shootout. 35-32. It's Pierce with the lead over Wayne. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Nebraska Indian Community College with locations in Santee, Macy, and South Sioux City, offering $1 per credit hour. And by Nielsen's Coffee and Fresh Eats, fresh baked items, and Friday is Pie Day.
At TC Amish Home, we want to help you live better, longer, with a complete selection of health-focused power chairs from Ultra Comfort. Ultra Comfort features zero-gravity positioning, giving you that weightless feeling and increasing your circulation. Elevate your feet, release tension, reduce swelling, and maximize blood flow. They are fully programmable to your customized settings. With the softest, easy-to-clean fabrics, the entire family is able to enjoy the benefits of your new Ultra Comfort power chair. Live better, longer with Ultra Comfort at TC Amish Home in Norfolk.
Back at Wayne State College, Galen, it's impressive what Pierce has been able to do because one of your best players, maybe your best player right now, Jack Bauer, has not played much here as of late. He's got his hand wrapped and has been on the bench. So, maybe we can ask that later. But Jack Bauer is such a productive guy, but yet Pierce still up 3 in this ballgame.
Ethan Nordby's been doing a good job taking his place, trying to fill that role that Bauer has done a nice job this season. As Jace Jorgensen fouled, Blue Jay faithful doesn't love it, but of course that student section from Wayne letting him hear it.
Jorgensen commands so much attention when he gets that ball in the lane, and it's so difficult to keep out of the lane. And he's been able to draw defenders to him and been unselfish and found teammates. And many times it's been Drew Reinhardt for the lay-ins. Time he gets fouled and hits both free throws.
It's been the second and fourth quarter for Jace Jorgensen where he's been his best in terms of scoring. Been a really good passer the entire game, though. 3 minutes to go. 1-point game. Great feed, batted away by Kneifel. Then Collison, that's an offensive foul. Collison lowered the shoulder.
Kendall Shada, right, that took that charge. Yeah, definitely lowered the shoulder to clear space right in front of the official. That's an easy call.
35-34. Wayne down by 1. Kick out to Munter for 3. Misses. And the rebound to Tyson. Pierce still holding on to a 1-point lead. 2:25 to go. Lubisher. And a foul.
It's going to be a hook, I think, on Jorgensen.
And Jorgensen gets that whistle. His third, 2:14 to go, 35-34. Lubisher on the baseline. No look pass it into Frazier, and it nearly works for a bucket. Loose ball. Frazier had it again, and it's another foul on Jorgensen. He's got 4.
Wow, that's big. You can live with 3 at this stage of the game. 4 now. Obviously, the next one, he's gone. And credit, hustle that play by Ryder Tyson to go on the floor to keep that play alive.
And you've got to be careful here. 2 minutes left. Lubisher to Tyson. Wayne has won the last 2 Northeast Nebraska Shootout championships.
Try to get the ball to Frazier against Jorgensen if I were Pierce.
Lubisher drives. Extra pass to the corner. Collison, step back, bucket. 37-34.
Brock Collison has absolutely raised his game here in the second half.
Don't need a 3 yet if you're Wayne. Jorgensen to the corner for Munter. He'll take it anyway, and it's short. Nordby grabs the board. 1:22 left. Slowly up the floor comes Gavin Lubisher. Throw the ball away. Jorgensen keeps it in play. Covered by Collison, makes the pass. Frazier! That's Tyson with the chase down, I believe. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
And a foul after the fact. What a chase down block.
Well, Frazier almost made a big mistake by giving up on the play, thinking the ball was going to go out of bounds, but he made up for it by racing back there.
I think it was Ryder Tyson. They were both back,
yeah, they're
back
both
to
there.
back.
Both there.
I think it was Tyson who jumped up and made that block. Initially, it looked like either of those guys can do it. I mean, holy smokes.
Yeah, great effort. Now big-time free throws here for Wayne and Jackson Kneifel.
That chase down block is one of my favorite plays in all of sports.
Keith Frazier now with 10 rebounds.
He's got 9 points as well, and a timeout on the floor. 53.7 to go. Pierce 37, Wayne 35. We're going to keep it right here on News Channel Nebraska as we talk about the end of this matchup. Northeast Nebraska tournament on the line, shootout final. This is a great game so far, Lou. If you're Wayne, you've been trailing for most of the game. You've had your moments taking the lead, but Pierce has been in front. They've done it without Jack's power for most of the contest. Yeah. Kudos to these guys. They're playing really well.
I think it shows you just how good Pierce can be.
They're a deep team.
Right, and that hasn't been the case. We just talked about that earlier. But these kids have all kind of grown up together, and now maybe their weakness in the past has become their strength. And you got a guy like Bauer who is such a difference maker and has not been able to play, but yet Pierce still finding a way, still clinging to a 2-point lead.
And with that, Wayne right at the heels and grasping each other in the huddle, trying to get the call from Rob Sweetland. What will it be for the Blue Devils defensively? How can they get the ball back, and how can they take the lead?
I think, for the Blue Devils, you've got to be able to rebound the basketball, right? I mean, you can't allow extra chances here with this late in the game, but it's clear that you're going to have to go through Jorgensen. But at this point, still 53.7 to go. We'll see. And both teams with 4 team fouls. So next free throw for each side is free. Next foul, rather, is free throws for each side.
$15 on the shot clock. 40 on the game clock. milking that clock. High post. Frazier, bounce pass to Collison. Right past him, it was nearly a perfect feed.
Turnover number 5. Pierce has had a couple big ones here lately. Still up 2. 31 seconds to go and counting.
So here we go. Wayne basketball, 23 seconds to go, trailing by 2. Jorgensen kicks it to Munter. 15 to go. Kneifel takes a deep one. No good off the back of the rim. Nordby's got it, and he's intentionally fouled. 7.7 to go. And free throws for Ethan Nordby.
We just talked about Jack Bauer not being able to play here in the second half. And how about Ethan Nordby? 9 rebounds. Probably none bigger than that one. That shot didn't look too bad, but the shots missed. Nordby now with a chance to really make it tough on Wayne with a couple of free throws.
37-35, Nordby's free throw in and out.
Door's still open. With a miss here, if I'm Wayne, I attack the basket.
Timeout called by Rob Sweeland. Full timeout. 7.7 to go. All right, so let's discuss this, Lou. You've got an opportunity here for Wayne. You're going to get, as long as you rebound the basketball, you have a chance. It's either going to be a 2-point game or a 3-point game. If it's a miss, what do?
Well, if it's a miss, I attack the basket. I get it down there, and I attack. I try to draw the foul. Maybe have a chance for a 3-point play. Certainly, I mean, there's no question that, Jace Jorgensen is the guy that's going to touch the basketball. Conversely, if I'm Pierce, maybe I wouldn't say I double team, but maybe cheat over, try to keep the ball out of his hands and force somebody else to beat you. Because Jorgensen's a guy that not only can create and can score in the lane, but can draw the foul. They could end up beating you on a 3-point play. I think both of these teams have struggled from the perimeter. I'm not expecting at this stage for the Blue Devils to think 3-pointer. I think you're going to attack, try to draw the foul, maybe get a 3-point play.
Unless Nordby hits this free throw, then you got to think 3.
Yeah, you said with miss. Now, if a make, with a make, then you have to think 3 because you're down 3. And now you have to find who do you want to shoot that 3-point shot.
Yeah, you got one made 3 today, and it was Jackson Kneifel who nearly took the lead on that last shot. Ethan Nordby. 37-35, 7.7 to go. Nordby's free throw, no good. Rebound Jorgensen. A chance for Wayne. Kneifel's got it with 4. Intentional foul. And so this is going to put Kneifel on the free throw line.
Wow.
Interesting decision.
You foul, I'm not sure. Up 2, I'm not sure why you do that.
Right, if it's a 3-point game, it makes sense. Kneifel free throw. Good!
Pressure free throw. Kneifel swishes it. You make this one, we're probably going overtime.
Big deep breath from Kneifel. Free throw is good! Jackson Kneifel, a huge free throw to tie this game at 37. 2.8 to go. Pierce can win it with the last shot.
You've got time to get a shot off. I mean, you got to be good with the basketball. The problem with Pierce lately is they've been kind of sloppy. They've turned it over a few times. You've got to be able to get the ball down. And I think Collison's probably your guy here for the 3-point shot.
Well, you got 3 seconds, and that's a long time. Might not seem like a long time in high school basketball, but that's enough time to get a pass, maybe a dribble, an extra pass, and then the shot.
If you can get the ball passed up toward the timeline, then you have a chance maybe to attack.
True.
If you have to force it down, if in this case, if Wayne plays good defense and they're not allowing that, and you have to get it in the backcourt, then you're going to have to run up and probably take a perimeter shot to try to win the game.
2.8 to go. We just heard head coach Ryan Anutkov Pierce say, we got 2 dribbles. 37-37, the Northeast Nebraska Shootout Championship. 2 dribbles. Who will take the shot? A chance to end it in regulation. A miss sends us to overtime.
How about those pressure free throws by Kneifel? Wow.
Lubisher will pass it in.
They're going to try to go up toward the timeline.
It's taken away by Wayne. The chance to win is just off the mark by Drew Reinhardt. Had a chance to win it after the steal. We're not done, folks. We've got more basketball coming up next. Overtime, the Northeast Nebraska Shootout. Don't go anywhere. We'll have 5 more minutes next. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. Break.
NCN Sports is brought to you by AgriVision Equipment Group, leading agriculture in rural America. Look forward, adapt often, lead always. And by Security Bank with locations in Laurel, Hardington, Coleridge, Osmond, and Allen.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in-store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Tom's Service in Pierce. Get fueled up for the Blue Jays at Tom's on Main Street. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
So a 4-minute overtime period has been added on with Pearson Wayne in the Northeast Nebraska Shootout.
Why not? It's been a great game.
Blue Jays had a chance to win it in the last 2.8 seconds. The pass was picked off by Drew Reinhardt, and then he had a chance to win it for the Blue Devils. Wayne wins this tip-off. And here we go. Overtime action in Wayne, America. We wouldn't have it any other way on New Year's Eve. The drive by Kneifel. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. Offensive rebound. And Theo Clausen has given the Blue Devils a rare lead, 39-37.
First offensive rebound of the game for Clausen. None bigger.
What a time. Spin around, Lubasher. What a finish. Spinning toward the rim, off the glass and in.
That's a tough shot. It gets it to go.
What a time for Gavin Lubasher. Gavin Lubasher to have a big shot like that. Jace Jorgensen steps through. He spins. High touch off the glass over Nordby and puts it down.
Gotta get help on him. That's just, you can't defend that one-on-one. That's just, unless you've got a guy that's about 6'10" in there.
1 minute gone in our overtime period. Wayne 41, Pierce 39. Nordby to Lubasher. Finds Collison. Collison nearly lost it. Frazier, head fake, takes it inside. Frazier, oh yeah! And one, Keaton Frazier. He does such a nice job carrying the basketball. He protects it almost like a football, and then gets it out in time for the bucket and a foul.
Cradles it. What a big-time shot. Everybody, both teams, rising to the occasion right now.
Double-double for Keaton Frazier. And the free throw's buried. He's got 12.
At 12 and 10.
42-41.
One thing to consider, Kalen, and Pierce got to be thinking about it. Jace Jorgensen has 4 fouls.
Drive Kneifel. There's a foul. Jackson Kneifel heading to the line. He buried 2 major free throws to send the game into overtime.
Yeah, no pressure at all, right? Step up there with down 2. You got to make 2 free throws.
That's the 4th foul on Lubasher.
The foul starting to pile up.
Free throw is no good by Kneifel. Six of 9 for Kneifel from the line today. 7 of 10. And we're again tied at 42. Lubasher playing with 4 fouls. Hands it off to Nordby. Again, we've seen no Jax Bauer in the second half. Another foul. Keaton Frazier will go back to the line. It's Theo Clausen this time who gets charged with the whistle. His 3rd. And Keaton Frazier with another opportunity to add to this great day that he's having and potentially give the Blue Jays the lead.
Oh, hung around and fell off. Keith Frazier has really become a go-to guy late in this ball game.
Bang for the lead, Keaton Frazier. 43-42, Pierce by 1. Jorgensen. 16 points on the night for Jace Jorgensen halfway through overtime. Northeast Nebraska Shootout. Trying to win some hardware before the new year. Seven on the shot clock. Jorgensen step through, finish at the rim. Wayne back in front, 44-43.
Unstoppable. If you're Pierce, you want to try, I think you try to get whoever Jorgensen's guarding, you try to get them the basketball.
Three-pointer, Collison. Oh, yeah! Collison! What an answer!
Everybody's stepping up right now.
Unreal. Jorgensen to Kneifel. Kneifel, you bet!
Got it.
Oh, and a foul!
Oh.
Jackson Kneifel tearing the gym apart.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness.
What a time to foul through the three-point shooter. Kneifel has been Mr. Clutch lately.
You cannot believe that shot in a foul. Ryder Tyson picked up his fourth. The free throw's good. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Wayne back in front. 48-46, 1:13 to go.
What an entertaining game this has become. It didn't start out that way. It was 7-2 after the first quarter. Wonder what sort of game we were going to have. But, boy, things have certainly changed. And it seems like everybody on both these teams just making play after play. And what a big one that time for Jackson Kneifel has been Mr. Clutch for the Wayne Blue Devils.
4-point play puts Wayne up 48-46. We've seen the improbable. So if you don't think it can happen, we say hold your horses and wait. We got a minute 13 seconds to go. This game is far from over.
Yeah, there's an eternity right now, really. Pierce down 2. And what a painful foul that was, because you were up 2 a minute ago. And then a 4-point play really turned tables big time in Wayne's favor. But, Pierce, I think the message for Coach Anutko right now is just play your game. You've been playing great, but play smart. But I don't think there's any fear at this point. You're only down 2 with plenty of time left.
Pierce basketball trailing by 2 after the 4-point play converted by Jackson Kneifel. And Keaton Frazier, he's not done yet either.
Well, Keaton Frazier says, how about unstoppable? Give me the basketball.
48-48. Blue Devils with it. It's Jorgensen. And the final 50 seconds of overtime. Jorgensen dribbles to the right. Jorgensen with 8. Down to 30. Kneifel steps through. Goes up and can't get it to go. Gets the rebound. 22 seconds. Escapes with it. Munter slowing it down. Wayne can hold for the last shot. Tied at 48.
You get it to either Kneifel or Jorgensen. Let them create.
Ball poked away. It's Frazier trying to ring in the new year with the win. Taken away out of bounds.
Stripped him. What a play by Jorgensen. 2 great players making plays back to back. 1.2.
1.2.
Wow.
We might see another overtime.
They got time to get it in and get a shot.
Oh, man. Timeout on the floor.
They may try to run Collison off a screen.
This is nuts. We've seen pretty much everything in this game.
What a wild game, huh?
Full timeout is the call. Officials are getting together. There's no official call for a timeout. Both teams just went back to their
Just wanted
benches.
to know.
So it's Pierce basketball. The Blue Jays have a chance to win this thing after Keaton Frazier did a phenomenal job taking the ball away. And then Jace Jorgensen stripped him, went out of bounds off of Jorgensen.
A great play. Again, two great players who have stepped up mightily in this game and have kind of carried their teams at times. Frazier and Jorgensen both making great plays. Basketball, it should be underneath the basket here for Pierce. So you've got plenty of time here to get it in. Maybe you run Collison off the screen. Maybe you maybe try to work something inside to Frazier.
As I say, you can go at the rim if you want. You can go on the outside. We'll see what they decide to do. 48-48, 1.2 to go in overtime. Will we go to a second overtime period? Or will the Blue Jays ring in 2026 with a win? New Year's Eve floated to Frazier. Didn't get it off in time.
Nope.
It was not off in time. He made the shot. Didn't get it off in time.
No, that's the right call. Had to double pump there. The shot did not get off in time. So we've got double overtime.
Yeah, that is the correct call. Shot waved off. We're not done. Pierce was half a second away from winning this ball game. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I wondered if they wouldn't try that to just lob it up there to Frazier. But a good enough defense for Wayne that forced Frazier to double pump, and that allowed the time to run out before he got the shot off. Makes the shot, but the shot doesn't count. That's a heartache for the Pierce fan base because they thought they had the game won.
Timeout on the floor. It's double overtime. Coming up next, you're watching News Channel Nebraska. Timeout quick.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. We got more overtime. Wayne Holiday Tournament Northeast Nebraska Shootout.
That was a great 4 minutes of basketball between these two teams. Just
getting ready for the second period of overtime.
Well, what do we have here?
We talking to the Frazier family?
Not sure.
About something? Asking these guys to leave. Well, Keaton Frazier had a shot at the rim at the end of regulation, or at the end of first overtime for a chance to win it. The shot was not off in time. So the fan exits the building.
Hate to have that happen in a game that has been so special.
Yeah.
But that was a great 4 minutes of basketball. 11-11 in that quarter, and it just seemed like everybody was making great plays.
Blue Devils take the basketball. A lot of heart, a lot of passion in the stands. A lot of love for both of these teams here today. Can't fault that. Drive from Jorgensen, spins around, walked with it. That's a travel.
You didn't see that happen too often, but Jorgensen just a little out of control, lost his footing. Turnover gives the ball back to Pierce.
So here comes Gavin Lubisher with the basketball. Collison to Lubisher. Now Frazier. Frazier dribbles twice, steps inside, delivers a pass back to the near side. Tyson finds Frazier, head fakes the three, takes it inside, and the ball is ripped away. What a game so far. And we're not done. Double overtime bonanza. Inside to an open Clausen. His shot is good. Wayne leads it 50-48.
Clausen hasn't been flashy, but he has certainly been effective.
Frazier drives, tries to go up and foul from behind, so Keaton Frazier earns another tough trip to the free throw line.
We've seen that before with Frazier, that lean in. Get that contact.
15 points for Keaton Frazier in what has been such a good game so far. A chance at the line again. He is 6 of 8 from the line. How good has Keaton Frazier been today?
Especially here late. I mean, he's just kind of taking this game over.
Again, losing Jax Bauer. He misses this free throw. It stays a 1-point Wayne lead, but you're losing Jax Bauer. He's not played. Collison was doing a great job, but it's really been Frazier in the overtime periods. Second overtime. Pass to the near side. 2.5 to go. 1-point lead for Wayne. Jorgensen drives in. Gets the foul, and Jace Jorgensen nearly completed an and one. Now go to the free throw line. Now you really got to start watching fouls.
One thing to consider here is the fact that you've got Pierce playing their third game in 3 days. Wayne this is only their second game.
They did have the bye week. Yep. The bye week, the first game on Monday.
Yeah. There was only 7 boys teams, and Wayne got the bye, being the host team. So you would assume the Blue Devils, now up 3, have the fresher legs.
Big free throws by Jace Jorgensen. 52-49, 2:22 to go in double overtime. Stay with us. You're watching News Channel Nebraska, and a timeout on the floor.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people. Now we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. And by Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk. Living better.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the second overtime period of the Northeast Nebraska Shootout. Championship in this tournament. Floater from Collison is no good. Munter secures the board. Tyson takes it away. Double teamed to Lubisher. Frazier takes it in and puts it down. Wow. 18 for Frazier. One-point game, 52-51.
Every possession now is gigantic.
What a script we've seen today. Jorgensen kicks to the corner for Reinhardt. Jorgensen drives, kicks out. Munter, there's a foul off the ball.
A block, I believe, on Brock Collison.
Brock Collison with the foul. Just his third, but that's 2 free throws. Jace Jorgensen to shoot those free throws. 52-51, Wayne on top by a point. Free throw is good. 21 for Jace Jorgensen. Massive second half turnaround.
He's such a difficult matchup with his athleticism.
Second free throw swirled in.
Big free throws. Pierce doesn't need a 3. Just got to get a good shot out of this.
Minute and a half to go. Frazier to Lubisher. Nordby Collison. Oh, wanted the step back. Didn't take it that time. Lubisher, he will take the three. Got it!
Oh.
He got it!
Oh, man.
54-54.
What a ball game.
Jorgensen drives, backs it out. Under 50 to go. Timeout. Coach Sweetland, 45 seconds left. News Channel Nebraska. Kalen Devin, Lou Siefer here with you today. And now, for what we feel like has been the 1,000th time about a game-ending scenario.
Yeah, what are you
We're
doing?
again tied at 54. How far can you go on New Year's Eve?
Wow, 45 seconds to go, 16 seconds on the shot clock. And it's, I think we've been down this road, haven't we? I mean, obviously, Jace Jorgensen, guy's going to touch it. It's got to run through him, right?
I think, if we want to rehash it, Jace Jorgensen and then Keaton Frazier, that's kind of been, that's the story of this overtime, last two overtime periods.
Yeah, those guys have really stepped up. Has everybody. I mean, this has just been a well-played game. I mean, this hasn't been one of those games where, it's close, but it wasn't a very well-played game. This has been a well-played game. Both of these teams have made play after play after play. But it's got to run for Wayne in this situation. It's got to run through Jorgensen, but you got to have guys. A guy like Kneifel could be there for a kick-out, right? I mean, he's been clutch in this ball game. And certainly Theo Clausen, can he post up down low and maybe get a missed shot and get a putback? We'll see.
45 seconds left in the Northeast Nebraska Shootout. A chance for a tournament title on New Year's Eve of 2025. Tied at 54, second overtime. Munter takes the lane, floats it in, no good. Pierce with the shot clock off. You're hearing Coach Onuka saying one shot. And you know what that means? It's overtime number 3 or a winner in overtime number 2.
Rebound number 11 there for Frazier.
Lubisher. 10 seconds. Frazier, high post. Drive Frazier! Fouled! Keaton Frazier going to the line.
I thought it was going to fall, Kalen. I thought it was going to fall.
I did too. He's been so good at that today. Keaton Frazier at the free throw line. 18-point night and a chance to put his Blue Jays up.
And Keith Frazier saying, let's end this. I'm tired. Look, I mean, he has worked his rear end off, right? I mean, he is tired.
Reasonably so. Good. Blue Jays lead.
How many points is that for Frazier now?
19 for Frazier.
19 and 11.
19 points, 11 boards. Keaton Frazier, second free throw. He's got 20. Timeout, Wayne. So here's the conversation that every basketball fan wants to talk about. With 4 seconds left, a chance to win it or to tie it. What do you do, Lou?
Well, I think everybody's getting tired. Maybe you think about a three-point shot, or do you try to send it into a triple overtime? I think it's kind of the same thing where you get it down the floor as quick as you can, and you take the best shot that's available. If they give you the lane, you take it because you're down 2. If they're going to give you the three-point shot, you take it. But you got 4 seconds. We'll see if I don't know if Pierce will try any pressure to try to make them burn time. The one thing you don't want to do here is foul in that situation and put them at the line with a chance to tie it up again. So I expect to see at least some token pressure to try to slow them down and force them maybe into a much more difficult shot than they would want.
Pierce 56, Wayne 54. A look at Ryan Arnutka and the job that he's done with his Blue Jay team, 7-1. Can they move to 8-1? Or will Wayne take it away? Smiles on the faces of the Blue Jays. They want the opportunity. Who will get the ball?
Another timeout.
And this time it's Rod Sweetland. Taking a 30-second timeout. 4 seconds to go. News Channel Nebraska, New Year's Eve. Happy New Year.
we might
way to end 2025.
We might be celebrating it right here.
Overtime 46.
Can we bring us some champagne, please?
Sparkling grape juice, Lou.
Yeah,
We're not off the air.
That's true. That's true.
Come on now. Sparkling grape juice. My wife's making sugar cookies at home. Tell her to bring those up. We got time.
Yeah, might have plenty of time here, the way this game has gone. Big thing for Pierce, again, is to force a contested shot, make them shoot over the top of you, but don't foul. And again, it looks like they're going to pick up maybe half-court pressure to 4 seconds. You want to try to make Wayne burn a little bit of time and force that whatever shot they get is a shot that would be a low percentage look.
It's Munter to pass it in. Blue Devils trail by 2. Jorgensen touches it. Up the floor to Kneifel. He's got it for the win. Good!
Oh!
Jackson Kneifel.
Wow!
Double overtime thriller.
Oh!
It's Jackson to win the game. The Blue Devils, champions of the Northeast Nebraska Shootout for the 3rd straight year. Oh my goodness. Jackson Kneifel, the winner in Wayne, patiently waited for his shot, got it to go, and we're going home. A way to ring in the new year. Blue Devils 57, Blue Jays 56. We'll wrap things up with our post-game show in just a moment. You're watching NCN. Break.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Kinship Point of Wayne, independent living, assisted living, and respite care in Wayne, Nebraska. And by The Carpet Shop in Norfolk, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years.
This is Christina Wemhoff from Madison County Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We know not everyone's home loan needs are the same, and that is why our lenders have both the practical experience and product knowledge to ensure your solution is a perfect match for your needs. So we invite you to come into your local Madison County Bank branch and talk to us about your dream home today. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Lower Elkhorn NRD. Learn more at lenrd.org or by visiting our office in Norfolk. And by J.E. Murette Grain in Pierce, proudly supports the Pierce Blue Jays.
In our community, we work hard and stay on the move. But when foot or ankle pain stops you in your tracks, it's time for expert care you can count on. At Faith Regional Foot and Ankle, our team includes 4 dedicated providers who provide care for all ages, because healthy feet and ankles are essential at every stage of life. From everyday issues like bunions or heel pain to the most complex conditions, including total ankle replacements and Charcot-neuroarthropathy, we provide advanced treatments and compassionate care. Our experts are here to help you heal, regain strength, and get back to doing what you love, one confident step at a time. Don't tiptoe around foot health. Step forward with Faith Regional Foot and Ankle.
Well, what a ball game we just saw. Folks, if you just tuned in, you missed a lot. What a great game. The Wayne Holiday Tournament ends in a double overtime thriller with the home-standing Wayne Blue Devils getting a 57-56 win. I'm joined now by Coach Wheatland. And, Coach, it didn't start like it was going to be a great game. It was 7-2 after the first quarter. but it seemed like down the stretch, everybody just stepped up really for both teams and started making plays. What did you see from your team that excited you and allowed them to finally win the ballgame?
Well, just to keep at it, just talk about being gritty and just do your job offensively. Jace did a good job. We were just setting ball screens for him, trying to get a mismatch, and he was creating. He did a great job of that. Defensively, their bigs are a handful. We used up all of our fouls to slow them down a little bit. But it was just a great back and forth game. Either team deserved to win.
Absolutely. Was it at the end of the game, was that your plan? I mean, it looked like you had that three-point shot set up. Probably tired. Everybody's getting tired. You hadn't in toward a third overtime.
Yeah, I knew 4 seconds, you could get maybe 3 dribbles or at least one long pass. We had the back pick set up for Jackson. I just told Jace to throw it. I said, if they're there and they steal it, they steal it. But I didn't think Jace had enough time to get to the rim. Instead of throwing up something on the run, Jackson did a great job of understanding he could have time to shot fake, and then just to knock it down is just a great finish.
It seemed like in much of that game, I think Jace Jorgen said early on he was really looking for his shot. He's taking Pierce off the dribble, and then there were times where they would collapse on him, and he was finding teammates open. He's being unselfish with the basketball. I don't know how many assists he had, but he's a special player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got guard skills, for a big guy, and those are always nice to have, because usually the other team's got to match him with a little size. You can get mismatches, and then with the switching defense, you can kind of pick who you want guarding him. So he did a really good job, and our guys know that. They're always ready because if he doesn't have something, he's going to find them.
It seemed like everybody kind of played their role really well in this ball game, whether it's rebounding or defense or whatever. Do you feel like that the roles are being well defined here in the season?
I think so. The main thing is just knowing our strengths and playing to them, playing together, having fun. Defensively, we always have a game plan, try to execute, try to take away their strengths. And the kids have done a great job in this last, 6-game stretch. So, hopefully we can, we have a little momentum going down to DC West. I know that's going to be a tough atmosphere and a really good team. So to get this one in the win column is huge.
Feel like you had maybe a little bit of advantage having only played the 2 games as opposed to 3?
I'm sure there's a little bit of that, regardless, every team took 5 days off. I think that hurt us more than anything, especially winning 3 out of 4 right before the break. But, I felt like every team that came to our tournament deserved the opportunity to play 3 games, and we were able to add another Class B school later down in our schedule, which is good for us since we're going to be B this year. So it all worked out.
These close games, that's got to probably help you down the road when you start playing Class B teams, and just learning how to finish games against good teams.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We got to be able to take care of the ball. We got to be able to move with pace, and I think we'll just get better as we go. And the schedule that we have is going to force us to do that if we want to keep winning.
I'm guessing Jackson Kneifel is going to say, "Get the ball to me when the game's on the line every time." Now
he's a kid that's not short of confidence, so I don't mind him having the ball at the end.
Absolutely. We certainly didn't tonight. Coach, what a win. Congratulations on the victory and being tournament champs.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming and showing everybody Wayne basketball.
Well, thanks for showing us a really great game, Coach. That's head coach Rob Sweetland of the victorious Wayne Blue Devils. Jackson Kneifel. Well, you didn't do much tonight, Jackson. You just hit the game-winning shot, hit a couple free throws that sent it into overtime. Where do you get that confidence from?
Well, it all stems from my teammates and my coaches, practicing every day. We're a really tight-knit group, and that's what makes it so fun.
Well, talk about stepping up at the line. I think there was only a couple seconds left. You guys are down 2. You got to make those free throws. It's always fascinating what people go through, what players, how do you block everything out and focus on that free throw?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time working on free throws in practice, and, the confidence sent to me from my teammates and my coaches believing in me, so I knew I was able to go up there and, put them in.
What was the key there when the game is going back and forth? Do you have a collective confidence in your team that even when Pierce takes the lead late, that you guys can find a way to win?
Yeah, just trust. We're battle tested. We've done it multiple times this year playing from behind. But, just confidence in one another. We know we can get the job done, and we showed it tonight.
Well, take me through the play. 4 seconds to go. You guys have no chance, right?
Yeah.
But somehow you get the ball down the floor, get it to you. You do a great head fake, and then knock down the shot. Tell me about it.
Coach drew up a great play, and, the trust goes to him. And then, Jay threw an excellent pass. That's my best friend. That's my day one guy. So knowing that he was going to give me the ball there, and, thankfully it went in, but all credit goes to my teammates and my coaches.
Did you think it was going in when you released it, or were you kind of going,
Yeah, I was just talking to them over there. I thought it was going in, but, you never can be sure. But, it was fun. This is what you play for, and, it was awesome.
You're a junior, right, Jackson? Where's this team going now after this win?
Yeah, it's game by game. We got DC West, a good DC West team at that, going into their place on Saturday. But I think we're off tomorrow and then back to work, obviously. This is just one step in the season. And, next game, hopefully it's a lot of fun like this one.
Well, this one was a ton of fun, Jackson. Congratulations on the victory, the championship, being our player of the game, making the last-second shots. What a day for you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and, thankful there's a lot of people here, and it just makes everything so much fun.
Absolutely. Well, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us, Jackson, and good luck the rest of the way.
Happy New Year, guys.
All right, that's Jackson Kneifel, our player of the game. Kaylin, we're going to send it back to you.
Well, it took 2 overtimes to finish this game, and it was a good one. We thank you so much for joining us on News Channel Nebraska today. The Wayne Blue Devils get the 1-point win over the Pierce Blue Jays thanks to a last-minute 3 by Jackson Kneifel. 19 points on the day for Kneifel. He had 19 points in last night's win over Cedar Catholic as well. And the game winner to bring home the 3rd straight Northeast Nebraska Shootout Championship to Wayne, right in their hometown at Wayne State College. We thank you so much for joining us on NCN. I'd say that's one way to end 2025, our final broadcast of the season. That just tells you what's going to happen in 2026. You're going to want to stay watching. Thanks for joining us all year long on 2025 on News Channel Nebraska. We'll see you next year. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night. All done.
We now join regular programming on News Channel Nebraska.